Welcome to RadBlast.
Welcome back. For another Tuesday, we're back again.
It's Tuesday.
So,
After the eclipse. Holy shit. What
yeah.
a waste of time that was.
What a big fat honking stink.
Yeah, I didn't even go outside. I just saw the clouds at like noon. I was like, we're not going to see anything. So I
Yep.
just went back inside.
Leave it to Jacksonville.
I watched a live one on YouTube.
Snoozing on Eclipse Day.
Yeah.
And then, of course, there was some delivery man at my office that was like, ooh, he's the joke guy. He's always like, I'm so wacky. It's kind of like having, Carrot Top at your office.
Oh, good.
But he delivers sporadically.
Yeah.
So you'll just run into him. And today he was like, oh, today we're having a double eclipse, you see, because the moon is eclipsing the sun and the clouds are eclipsing the eclipse. I was just like, oh,
I hate you.
thanks, man.
Does he work for UPS? Or?
Didn't think my Monday could be worse.
Yeah. Does he work for UPS?
No, he's FedEx.
Okay. That's why.
There's a UPS. Yeah, that's it. The UPS FedEx wars. That's the real problem. But that's one of the things that people asked us to talk about was Jacksonville, and specifically the film scene. But I'd like to take a moment or two to just talk about the city.
Okay. We live in Jacksonville, Florida. Population...
Almost 1 million.
Yes. Coming in right under 1 million. It's the largest city land-wise.
Oh, yeah, it's humongous.
I think. Is that still?
Oh, yeah,
still
for sure. By a wide margin. It's almost like 1 million. I think they said it's like 7,000 square miles.
I don't know. I have no idea. I just know it's big.
Maybe 700 square miles. Maybe that's too large.
But yeah, it's. I moved here in 1995 from upstate New York.
Oneonta represents.
Stonianta is apparently what it goes by these days.
Oh, why? Because there's a lot of stones there?
Yes, lots and lots of rocks.
I get it. Mm-hmm. Oh, wait, no.
No, the last mayor was stoned to death.
Okay.
What?
That's, no.
Okay.
I don't believe that.
And his name was Anta.
875 square miles. That's
it's only 875 miles.
That's how big Jacksonville is.
Yeah, it's pretty large.
Get a taste of how big that is. Miami is 55
and you know
square
what?
miles.
I own a quarter acre of that.
Oh, well, look at that. Look at you.
Look at me go.
How about that?
Yeah, I'm really doing things.
I wonder how big New York City is size. That shit.
Probably smaller than you'd think.
No, I'm sure that it is. But it's going to be outrageous compared to its population.
Just because its buildings...
304 miles. So
square miles.
It's less than half of the size of Jacksonville and has 8 times the amount of people in it.
Yeah.
What?
They're just on top of each other.
That's not okay. I couldn't do that.
No. Have you ever been in New York City?
Yes. Well, not since I was a child.
Yeah.
Not to where I could actually, remember it.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
There's just people everywhere.
It's a goddamn madhouse.
You can't be alone.
Well, years ago, when I was aspiring musician...
Yeah.
When I was really into my acoustic and my rap stuff, I was briefly had decided I was going to move to LA.
Oh.
And one of the things that kept me from going was just really considering how fucking insane that would be. And it's you should see me lose my mind in traffic here.
Yeah.
And I cannot even imagine in LA. It's just being in LA is like being on I-4 by Disney. Yeah.
I-4 is not even that bad. When you get out, dude, there's some fucking terrible. Atlanta sucks to drive through.
Dude, I told you I had a buddy from Atlanta who said that people drive worse here than they do in Atlanta.
I guess. He lives there. I don't know.
I mean...
I don't know what they do.
It's really bad here, though.
Washington, D.C. is fucking terrible.
Well, they're so bad they have that thing, the Dust Bowl, that's 11 lanes on each side.
What, D.C.?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fucking crazy.
22 lanes.
It is really bad.
Highway. Holy
I drove
hell.
that truck through there.
Oh, my God. I didn't think about that when
you
went to New York.
Yeah.
Justin, our buddy Justin over here, ladies and gentlemen, look out for the what is it that you did? Are you not legally able to talk about it?
Oh, no. We did a commercial for BMW.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I didn't do it. I kind of just helped out.
I'm gonna put applause there.
Yeah, no, I went up there for a week, shot 2 BMW commercials, and then did 2 days at Han Guitars up in where the hell were we?
Is that like an event?
Newburgh, New York. No, Han Guitars. It's, if you're into guitars, check out Han Guitars. They're all handmade, and we went there and filmed.
Don't you mean handmade?
Handmade? No, I should have a hashtag like that. But
I'm
no,
gonna put
it's
laughter there.
You should. But the guy's really cool. Chiho. He there's him and 2 other people, and that's it. And they make the guitars. And like some pretty famous people play these guitars. So we went up there and did a mini documentary.
Oh,
In case you didn't know what a mini doc is.
Oh, jeez. I was wondering. I felt embarrassed asking about the lingo.
Yeah, well, and so we just hung out there for 2 days, and it was badass. It was right on the Hudson.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And like the building that he was in was over 100 years old,
Whoa.
and we had to take a service elevator all the way up.
I don't know if I'd
like
be comfortable taking a service elevator in
Dude,
a 100-year-old building.
It was crazy because you had to hit the button, right? So there's a little button that you press. You have to hold it down, and you have to watch. So they had marks on the doors when to stop.
Oh,
And if
no.
you went down too far, it would get stuck, and you'd have to like call the elevator guy to come out. So I was fucking paranoid the entire time to try and get the elevator to
Well,
match up on the
yeah,
bottom
that doesn't
floor.
sound like a house or a place of business. It sounds like something out of Saw.
Yeah, we were working with
why,
this. Yeah.
why would you get trapped in an elevator?
Every time you get in the elevator, there's a clown. Would you
Yeah.
like to play a game? No, I just
Yeah.
want to get on the fucking first floor and
no,
get out of here.
That's all I wanted to do.
Yeah, so we did that, and that was cool. And then I drove 18 hours back to Florida.
That's so
It's a bitch.
crazy. Well, you know, I did that with Michigan.
Yeah, yeah.
But I had a break. If I would have done the whole thing, it would have been 17 hours.
Yeah, dude, it's rough.
Yeah. It's,
Especially just like white knuckled the entire fucking time.
I had George Carlin to keep me company. Well, I told you, like, one of my things I always say about when I drove up to Michigan, man, like when I got to Cincinnati,
Mm-hmm.
I was the asshole driver, not knowing what the heck. Well, I didn't know what was going on.
Because you don't know where you're going.
But dude, right up there in Cincinnati, like I remember specifically Cincinnati. They do not fucking play games. If there's anybody in Cincinnati out there, they are the most efficient drivers I've ever fucking seen. They're just like looking at you like this dum-dum from Florida.
Yeah.
A shark in a pond in terms of ability to drive. And they're all looking at me like I'm crazy.
I hate driving.
It's probably my least favorite thing.
But I hate riding with other people more when I don't have control of the vehicle.
Oh yeah, that's the worst.
Because to me, nobody else can drive.
Yeah.
When you're riding with them,
Well, it depends on who you're riding with.
then you get tailgaters. I hate tailgaters. Can't stand it.
Tailgaters.
Can't fucking and quick breakers.
Tailgaters don't bother me, man. Quick breakers and slow turners.
Dude, slow turners.
We've talked
yeah.
about this
We've
before.
talked about slow turners. We haven't talked about quick breakers.
Man.
You see the car stopped. Why you wait until you're 10 feet away from them to stop?
Yeah, I don't know what that's about. No, I got one that's worse.
And it's bad for your brakes.
Gap levers.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know, like when you're approaching a situation where you can turn right, if the fucker in front of you would pull up 2 feet,
Yeah.
you could get into the right
And
turn
they've got
lane.
like 2 car lengths on the guy in front of
Those
them.
are gap levers.
Yeah.
And on Southside Boulevard at 5 in the afternoon at the intersection of Bay Meadows and Southside, that is the worst. That is probably the most densely populated gap levers that I've ever fucking seen.
Do you get on, so at stoplights, do you just like get on your phone and check it?
At the stoplight?
Yeah. Like if you know it's going to take a little while, just like, oh, I'm going to pop it out and check it.
usually.
So I've stopped doing this completely because of this incident. I was at a stoplight and I'm just sitting there and I'm like, all right, yeah, I've got a little while. I'm going to reply to this text because texting while driving sucks. Like you shouldn't do
Oh, I don't do that.
Yeah,
I
but,
play
like,
2048.
I'll sit there and like I'll keep an eye on like I'll text. So I was texting and I look up and the cars are gone in front of me and I look over and there's this guy on like one of those landscaping forklifts, like the Moffett offset. Have you ever seen those?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's just like staring at me, trying to get onto this person's yard, and I'm just sitting there. The light's green. I'm fucking staring at him like, this is embarrassing. So I just like slowly
my
creep
God.
up. So I've stopped. No more red light texting. I'm just gonna eyes on the road.
I play 2048.
I don't know what that is.
You don't know what that is?
No, it's
Check it out. For people at home, I'll put a link in the description to this game if you've never played it because it's unbelievably fun and addictive, and it's good to pass time, and it doesn't take too much of your mental strength.
what is it like? Sudoku?
So what you do is, no, it's not Sudoku. You slide. You go up, down, left, right, and
what?
you're trying to get to 2048. So like every time you slide, a new number populates.
Okay.
And you're trying to keep everything condensed while bringing everything to 2048. See, I already have 128 there, so I need to build up to another 128. So now I got 16 to bring it over to 32. Now I got to build another 32 to combine the 32s to make a 64. And you just keep building.
Why?
8, 8, 16, because it's fun.
There, slide it again, and then again.
Yeah. Dude, it's just fun mental exercise. I'm
just
just
playing
saying.
Jeopardy.
It's
There's
much
a,
safer to do than text.
There's a Jeopardy app.
There's a Jeopardy show. I don't know if you know this.
Well, yeah, I've seen
It's
it
been
once
on
or twice.
since like 1974.
Yeah, but now you can be a part of it without actually getting on the show.
Yeah, then you know that they have that. They pitched that with Alexa, that Jeopardy app.
Did they?
Yeah, Alexa. You could talk to Alexa. You could play with Alexa.
Oh, did she kick your ass? Probably.
No, I don't know if you play against her so much as you can just play, like, I guess play by yourself or play with other people.
Yeah.
Maybe you can play Alexa.
So let me tell you about. Okay, I got hired on at Amazon or whatever. So you have to go in and just for like warehouse work. So you have to go in. There's no interview. You apply for the job.
Oh, and they just hand it to you.
Yeah. You apply for the job.
Hey, I noticed that
there's
your name
a hiring
is on
event.
this.
Yeah, I see. You don't have to put it in a resume. You just like, hey, I'd like to work here. Come on in. So I showed up there's a hiring event, which is basically, it's not even an event. You just go there and you're hired, as long as you're, competent. So we get there and, we're watching the PowerPoint. They have like a little presentation that encompasses everything, like pay and hours and your shifts. And like people aren't getting it already.
Whoa,
people
what?
just don't understand. It's on the PowerPoint. And they're not seeing it.
See,
Like
that's how
it'll be like
that's how they weed them out.
they'll have full time, partial, and then part time. So reduced time, not partial. So it's full time, reduced time, part time. Reduced time's like 36 hours. Full time's 40 hours, and you work 4 10s.
That's awesome.
So
I would prefer that.
It's full benefits day one, but I've heard that it's terrible to work there.
I just recently got a job offer for a place that you can choose to do 4 10s if you want.
Yeah, I feel like that's the most efficient way to work.
I'm about to fucking take it because it's like just that alone would be so fucking worth it.
Yeah.
I'd have a whole extra day to get my shit together in my life.
You'd have a day during the week to actually go out and do the things that you need to get, because certain things you can't get done, like go to the driver's license. The DMV, I should say. Go to the driver's license. I'm going to go to my license now.
Well, even shopping and shit, it's like, so wait, I got to do this on the weekend? We try to get up early and go and do it early.
Yeah, we go.
With the old people.
Fuck, dude. I pretty much.
7 in the morning.
I'm at Publix 5 days out of the week. Because we don't shop ahead of time.
What the hell are you doing?
I don't know, man.
You're running yourself ragged. You
get
can't
in
go to
there.
the store every time you need ice cream. You got to go and buy a fucking 2 weeks worth of shit.
Yeah, I know. But, like, we get in there and just don't feel like shopping for the week, so we just get dinner and go home and make it. It's terrible.
Oh, yeah.
But, so back to the Amazon thing. So you watch the PowerPoint presentation. They have, like, everything on there. People don't understand it.
Right.
Even though the guy's explaining it while it's on a fucking PowerPoint.
That's how they weed out the
You can see it,
dum-dums.
and then you take a drug test.
Ooh, that's how they weed out the druggies.
Yeah, but it's the oral. So you put the little
the
cotton swab in there, and you
swab.
just fucking sit there for 10 minutes with this thing in your face.
Right?
And so then the guy tells you how to put it in the cup.
They're actually running your DNA.
Yeah. They
Against
just to
the
see what you want to
database.
purchase. But yeah, so they take it, and then apparently 70% of the people that apply fail the drug test.
Well,
If you're fucking applying for jobs,
like if you know you're going to fail.
just, like don't
Maybe
go.
they're rolling the dice. I mean, think about
well,
it. If
maybe,
you're
who
if you're a
knows?
crackhead, it's like, I mean, what are you going to run the risk? I mean, worst case scenario, they say no.
The oral ones are only good for like 3 days. Like anything like within the 3 days. It's more about
Oh, so like you got high this morning.
right. You got high on the way there.
You're like that woman in Palatka that was at the courthouse in the parking lot waiting for her trial on drugs, shooting heroin.
Yes. Yes. and so they're trying to figure out how to like take because at the top it's like this little contraption, and at the one end is a little cotton swab, and the other end is like a little button that you can press back and forth like a flashlight. You know how you turn on a flashlight and push it forward? You just keep doing that until the cotton swab releases into this little tube of liquid
Right.
that holds your...
And then they shake it.
And then you put the cap on, and you're doing all this. Like, he's telling you how to do it, and then you put the cap on, and the little nipple to open the cap is out front, right? Mm-hmm. Are you following me?
I'm with you so far.
Yeah. Well, then you have to put a sticker over it where the nipple is still showing.
You lost me.
Yeah, I know. You put a sticker over the top,
Right.
and then the little nipple's on the side, so it's kind of intersecting the way it opens.
I'm with you.
People couldn't do it. They couldn't figure it out. This guy kept putting it over the lid, and the guy's like, no, it goes the other way. And he's like, okay, all right, I got this. Can I get a new sticker? And he's like, yeah, sure. And he gives him a new sticker, and then he fucking does the exact same thing. And he's like, all right, everybody, help your partner out. He's having some trouble. And everybody's like, you fucking do it. Are you a fucking retard? It goes like this. And I like walk over there. I show him, see the nipple? And he's like, whoop, and puts it right back up. Dude, all right. Can you just fire him now?
That's how they get rid of the dum-dums. They're not going to be calling him back.
They were just bringing them all in. They just keep, come on in, everyone.
Well, you know, there's probably some like market savvy behind it, right? Business-wise, I would expect that, like financially, there's probably got to be some benefit financially to hiring in bulk and then just weeding them out, as opposed to like spending a lot of time and resources trying to find the good ones. It's just like, just dump in the barrel of apples, and then the bad ones will just knock out.
Yeah. They probably have a high turnover rate. I'm just going to assume.
Well,
they have a warehouse.
Do they though? I mean, listen. I mean, just because they hire that way doesn't necessarily mean they have a high turnaround. Like ADT,
dude, some of the people that were in there are not capable of working.
ADT has a high turnaround.
You're going to be standing 10 to 12 hours a day, and some of those people cannot do that.
Then why even apply?
Because they need jobs.
Well, they obviously don't need them to stand on their feet. Dude, I would do warehouse work for days.
It's easy, man. You just sit there and you scan shit. The robots do all the hard work. You're just standing in one spot scanning things. They have robots.
I know.
That pick up the whole shelf and bring the entire shelf to you, and you just grab an item off and scan it.
Yeah.
There you go. You're done.
So basically what you're saying is at your job, you'll be picking up items delivered to you by a robot, while at my job, I'm printing papers to sign and put in a manila envelope.
Yeah. You're going backwards. I'm moving into the future, man.
It's so strange. Every day, I'm just like, what am I doing? I use an adding machine, Justin.
Yeah.
I do the...
Do you have an abacus in the background?
Yeah, I might as well get a little green visor. I'm like the thing in the cartoons, the pulling the crank, and I mean that's what I'm working with, man.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was the experience. It took 2.5 hours.
Man,
fucking awful.
That sounds bad.
It was, but it's a guaranteed job. Like it, if I can't figure out, because I want to get into the trade. If anybody listening to this has any insight on getting into a trade, like electrician or plumbing or anything like that.
Like, how about a Pokemon card trade?
That'd be cool. I'm willing to just do that full time. But I think that's a respectable career, and they're hurting for people in the trade industry. Because nobody wants to do it anymore.
Why don't you do like the Ozark guy and get into the laundering?
Ooh, yeah, money
trade.
Laundering. That'd be fun.
Get into the money washing business.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to join the money laundering? This is Bill's money wash house.
Yeah, laundromats would be good for that. If you ever think, because it's all cash.
Laundromat being a front for laundering money.
Yeah, that's probably where they got it from.
You think
it's gotta
so?
Be. Probably.
I don't know, man. Stripping is an older profession and an older cash business than laundromat. I mean, how long have washing machines even existed?
Well, they probably had people that washed your clothing
75
by hand.
years? Yeah, I guess that's true. But there was probably more of like a Lord Surf thing.
Yeah, but they call it money laundering.
A commerce thing.
Washing your money.
Yeah, I know. I get it. Listen, trust me. The irony is not lost on me. All I'm saying is
there's some money in laundromats.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, there's money. You know where there's money is in arcades.
No.
Not anymore.
No.
I'm just kidding. That was probably the worst thing I could have picked. Right?
Yeah, probably in the 90s. If this were
where there's money?
97.
Travel agencies. Yeah. You got to get in on this ground floor, I'm telling you.
Paper. Listen, there's money in paper.
I'm not going to accept an investment less than $5,000. I need you to sign the check right now. We're going to put it in the bank.
You just want to become Nigerian princes?
I mean, we could pull it off.
I think so.
Wait, you mean like, what do you mean?
Like, we'll just, we'll be
mean
princes.
Like the internet scam?
It's not a scam.
Or do you want to move to Nigeria
and become a prince?
Try and marry into their royalty?
We could do that.
I mean, yeah, we could give it a go at least.
All right, well, hey, folks, that is another Tuesday for you. And if you feel like donating to the Nigerian prince, hit us up on Patreon.
Yeah.
Man shorts.
Yeah, but don't let the man short stuff fool you. We are definitely princes from Nigeria.
Very legit princes.
And we'll send you all of your money when you wire us the $7,500.
Yeah, we just need that as like a little, just between us, a little safety.
Yeah.
just to make sure we could trust you.
Yeah.
All right, well, enjoy your Tuesday. We'll probably talk about Jacksonville and film next week.
Or whatever, anything else.
Yeah,
the trains in India. Oh, I got to tell you about that.
Bye.